Howdy, folks. I am down in Alligator Alley today. If you don't know what that is, it's a strip of I-75 that runs east to west, ironically, since 75 is a north and south interstate. But it connects Naples over to Fort Lauderdale, basically the main way to get on the other sides of the coast in southern Florida here. And it runs right through the Everglades. So I'm just gonna be popping around. They've got rest stops all along it at a certain point, and I'm just gonna be going to those, catching fish. This is the very first one you get to when you're on the southbound side, which is the one that goes to the east. So I came from Naples, I'm heading towards Fort Lauderdale, and this is the first stop. So I'm gonna get my stuff. I gotta try to catch some bait because I don't have any. Well, no bait for good fish. And we're just gonna see all the different kinds of fish we can catch. One of the best things about fishing down here in the Everglades is because of all the invasive species, there's a ton of different types of fish you can catch. And I love catching different types of fish. So we'll get to it. I'll show off all these cool, pretty little fish. We need to catch bait first, which means I need to catch some sort of fish that I can cut up and use to catch larger fish. Luckily, there's plenty of those types of fish around. I can see a couple scattered right through here. We'll see if they'll come grab a rooster tail. See which one we can pull up. It is the middle of the day. It's like 1 p.m. I got a pretty late start, but hopefully something will still pick up. I'm just gonna be throwing this rooster tail until something comes and gets it, or I get tired of it, because I do have one backup option for catching bait. There we go. First fish on. What do we got? We've got us an Oscar. Oscars are a type of cichlid. They are also invasive, and they are generally pretty dark black with red patterns all over the sides. This one doesn't have it. He's kind of got this camouflage looking thing going, but they always have these red dots on their tails. These guys are one of the ones that we can kill and use for bait, and he's not a particularly big one, so I'm not going to feel bad chopping this guy into pieces. So I'm going to cut him up. We're going to get our big blue rod out to try and catch some bigger fish, usually catfish or bowfin, and we'll just keep catching little fish, seeing what we can find. All right, so I've got my Oscar's head cut off here, which is pretty gosh dang big bait. To be honest, probably too big, but I want big fish, so we'll give it a try. We are going to, oh look, little gator right out there. Hopefully that won't become an issue. We're gonna whip this way over there. Why does my line always wrap up around itself weird? Let that sink down. All right, now because I'm on this little dock, getting a rod holder in is not an easy task. So we're gonna have to use the old backpack strat and hope for the best. So we're gonna lean it up against the chair, put our backpack on the back end of it, and just hope nothing rips it in the water. While we wait on that, I'm gonna keep throwing my rooster tail. We are gonna see what else we can catch. Oh. Hello, guy. You wanna come back over and grab this? No? All right. Trying to run this kind of right up alongside the dock. These fish are coming out from under it. They're biting at it, but they're not really like grabbing hold super hard. Might change out to a more subtle, less moving type of lure here. Well, rooster tail doesn't seem to be getting any more action. Let's go try way over here. Well, Now I don't want to walk too far away from my rod. Let's put on a little more finessey lure. It's not quite so fast moving. This box. And this rod. A nice little, I think it's maybe a 16th ounce jig head. And I am going to put on it a little 2-inch Yum ribbon tail grub. Silver and gray speckly. The water's fairly clear and there's a lot of sun, so this should show up pretty well, get some decent attention. And I can just kind of throw it down and pop it around down there. Good. Yeah, so I don't have to, it doesn't have to be like super constantly moving. You can just kind of hang out in one space, maybe bounce it on the bottom, get a little attention. Fish will notice it, they'll come check it out. There we go. Oh, okay. We've got a little fight to him. Oh yeah, that was a nice, that's a better fish. I think it's an Oscar. Oh, I'm gonna have to get him up. Yeah, it's another Oscar. Yeah. See, they get much better. Ugh. Much bigger than the last one. These guys are like the green sunfish of southern Florida. They eat anything they can see. They're vicious little guys. They've got some nice teeth. They've got some nice colors. I enjoy them. I've already got one, so that one gets to live. But they're fun to catch. Good little fights. Strong little fish, especially on my tiny little rod here. There's a fish. Oh boy. This little rod, not always the best for catching these little fish down through here. Another Oscar. This one has a lot more color and pattern to him. Look at all that much more red. Spots all up his spine and down around. This is a pretty one. I like this one. These guys are kind of hard to hold when they get bigger. They got spine all over their back dorsal. Just stabbed me. They've got some nice little teeth to them, so you can't lip them. Show you if you can get in there real close. I'm not sure if you can tell, but sharp little teeth. They get kind of wide. They're pretty slimy, so hard to hold. You're gonna shake off. There we go. All right. So far, we're only catching Oscars, but I'm positive there's other types of fish around here. I've seen it before. The rod just bent a bit. Could have been that alligator, I suppose, but it's all slack now. I think that's just the weight of my fish head. Yeah. My heavy, heavy fish head. Ooh, that is a heavy fish head. gonna give that a little bit more time, but if nothing picks it up and, you know, can manage to eat it, I'm gonna have to switch it out for a smaller bait. Yep, there's something. Uh-oh. Hooked onto something, but he kind of wrapped me around a rock here. He's still on there enough that he can pull out. Honestly, I can't tell. Nope. I'm gonna walk up and around over there, see if I can't get a better angle to fix my lure there. Yep, got it out. No fish left. There we go. There's something. Shot out from under the rocks. Is another Oscar. Dang it. I want to catch something different. Ow. Shake off. There you go. I'm going back to the dock. Damn boats. Should get over my line just fine. Only a few Oscars so far. Alright, I'm not getting a ton of action on a little grub either. I mean, I'm catching some fish at least, but they're all Oscars. So we are going to, once again, change what we're doing, because I want to see something different. We're going to switch it up to our secret weapon. Worms. Nothing can resist worms, right? Put our dead fish hunk in the bag. There we go. Yeah, we'll just use the whole damn thing. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna put it on our jig head now. Just pop them on there a few times. Yeah. Now we'll just dip it right down here, in front of the dock. See if that does any better. Well, that definitely did better. And we finally got something different. There we go. This type of sunfish. A lot of, stop flopping around. I think this is just your bog standard bluegill. He's a little striped and speckled, but nothing too crazy or unique. Got that jig head down there kind of funky, my guy. There we go, got it out. Well, there we go. Two types of fish finally. All it took were a little bit of worms. Can't go wrong with worms if you're trying to find small fish. Something just bopped. Yep, something's messing with our head. Big bait. I'm gonna give it a moment to sit and eat it. Let it go. No, it's still there. We'll give it a good second here. Still got it. All right, let's see if we can get the hook in it. Did I get it? I think I got it. Yeah, definitely got it. Doesn't feel massive. Oh no! Crap. My drag was kind of tight. I was trying to walk over here to get the net, and he bit through. Dang it. There's literally no reason for him to be backing up. There's so much room for him to park and turn around and all kinds of stuff. I think he just wanted to come and ruin my audio. Hey, look at that tiny little Mayan cichlid. You would be a great little live bait. Mayan cichlids are a fun little fish. I like them. You can hear me over this fucking truck. They got red, black stripes on them. Cool little guys. They also get pretty big. They're really good eating. I've already got a bait out, so for now, you get to live. Get. There we go. What? Little fish?
Yeah.
Big rod's going again. See if I can keep this one on. I don't think I got him. Nope. Didn't get him. Damn. May not be the best way to have my bait rigged. I'm gonna put it like that. Hook's got a better chance of getting in. Why does this keep reeling weird? Well, I've got two friends now. One of them I'm a little more concerned with than the other. There we go. Now I gotta get it in before the gator finds it. And there it goes again. Damn it. I think I need to redo this. My line's clearly been weakened. There we go. Two gators closing in on me now. Decent bowfin. Around this way, buddy. Come here. There we go. Nothing for you. Finally got one. Didn't break me off. There we go. Pretty alright bowfin. Probably around 4 pounds. Just barely hooked. Look at that. Just came right out. What? It's a bowfin. It's an alright little guy. I'll let him. No, not good to eat. Nah. Let him go right over here. That way the gators don't get him. right, I moved down to the other end of the dock because that gator will not leave me alone. Hopefully this will give me a better shot. Hopefully this damn truck driver will leave. Decided to just park there, leave it running, being loud as hell, talking to me when I can't understand most he says because his truck's too damn loud. He's finally back in it. Hopefully he'll go. I'm gonna redeploy our fish, see if we can catch something else. We're probably gonna go soon. Got other spots to fish. There we go. Whoop. Another decent Oscar. Feisty Oscar. I've heard these guys are really good to eat. I've never had one, but I'm told they're very good. There's no limit on them, so if you want a fish fry, this is definitely somewhere to come get it. Oh, line just went real slack. That means something picked it up. Nope, nothing there. So I'm definitely messed with it. Well, hell. Oh, there we go. Want it right over by the lilies, not, you know, stuck on them. There's something. What do we got? Another tiny little Mayan, aka perfect live bait, but I've got big cut bait out already, so you are safe for now. Better watch out once I run out of bait. This damn gator. Oh no. Think. My line moving? Not. Yeah, my line's moving off to the left. There's a fish on there. This gator's right here. We're gonna move down to the left as well. Well, pulled it out of his mouth. Nope, broke off again. What is with this today? Whatever. I got places to be. With less gators, hopefully. This is the second rest stop when you're coming eastbound, which is actually the south lane of I-75, heading towards Fort Lauderdale. And this one's pretty simple. You got these two boat launches, another one over there, and then the canal that runs through them. But I do like that right here, there's a little offshoot that goes up that way. I've fished this one quite a bit, and I've never caught a big fish here. It's always the little fish. I never managed to get a hook into anything large. I fought a couple big fish, but they always break me off. So I'm gonna toss out here. Maybe it's time to change my luck. Who knows? But we'll see what we catch. All right, we're gonna start on this side. There's a decent bit of boat traffic that'll come through here, but it's not so terrible. But we can set up our stuff. I like that this railing is here. Kind of acts like a nice little rod holder for me, something to lean it up against so I don't have to break the chair out. And I've got some cut Oscar from my last video, still working through that. We're just gonna toss it right out here into kind of the intersection of the channel. I know it's not super deep out there, but we're gonna let that sit. And then for our smaller fish, I'm gonna work right now. I've got my little rod. I've got some little worm on a jig head. Toss that around. See what we can find. There's a lot more lilies you can get to easier here to kind of cast into. Fish like to hang out in there. So see what we can find. It's good bit windier than it was earlier today. I don't know how that'll affect me, but you know, I've kind of got it to my back like this, so I could probably throw over there pretty well. That's not terrible. Oop, there we go. Right in the plants. It is decent Oscar. Nope. Decent Mayan. Mayan cichlid. It's a pretty good size one. These guys are fun fish. Good eating. Got little teeth to them. And they get pretty big. This is a decent size one. It's not giant, but it's all right. There we go. Oh, this is a new fish for the day. This is a spotted sunfish. You can tell it's got a bluegill's body, but a much different color pattern. It's kind of like this peach and orange with these black spots all over it. These are a pretty cool little fish. We don't have these back home. I like them. They're cool. There's something. Even bigger spotted sunfish. Yeah, a little bit bigger. Not sure how big those guys get, but I'd certainly like to find out. There we go. This is a strong little guy. Looks like it's another Mayan. Ooh, this one's prettier though. He's a little bit smaller than the last one, but oh man, you are spiky. His black stripes are more this bluish turquoise. It's pretty cool. Get this hook out of him. Hooks in there good. Come on. There we go. Well, got all my worms, so I guess I gotta rebait. There we go. Looks like the rooster tail's doing it. I got a little bit stronger of a rod here so I can fight these Mayans in much easier. Whoop. I like them when they're this size because I can actually hold them easily. There we go. Look out. Fish back in the water. Here comes a boat. Probably gonna have to pull my line in. He's gonna go right through it. Yep. Damn it. Come on. Hopefully, we won't see many more boats. My line can out there. There's a fish. Another Mayan. A lot of Mayans in this spot. Last spot, which was just 2 miles down the road. I don't know how far it is on the canal here. Mostly Oscars. It's like here, got mostly Mayans, which is interesting. Something came and bit at her right there, next to the little ram. I missed it. Try again here. They're swiping at it. Gotta get them to really commit and eat it. It's not gonna work if it's all jacked up. Got him. Got me wrapped up on something now. What did you do, fish? Not sure what this fish did, but certainly got me tangled up and he got himself off too. Damn it. There we go. That's a better fish. That's a nice Oscar. Real pretty and red. Spots all over him. It's a pretty good one. Don't you do it. Little guys are hard to hold. All right, calm down. Yeah, he's slimy too. Hard to hold with all his spikes. It's an Oscar. I'm gonna have to two-hand it. Camera died as I was trying to get a hold of that fish and release it. But he did get back in the water safely. And then some old man and some other family, they were asking me about fish and about the alligators and all this stuff, so it took me a minute, but we're gonna get back to it now. There we go. Fish, fish, catching fish, catch all the fish. Looks like it's another little Mayan. Feisty little Mayan though. Like some of these little ones put up a hell of a lot more fight. Well, he's not that big, or not that small. He's bigger than I thought. It's a good size. Got the one little hook on the outside, huh? Looks like you missed it, but still got hooked. Sucks for you, buddy. But what doesn't suck is that you're going back in the water once I get this hook out. Come on. Stuck in there good. There we go. Got him. Nothing hitting the cut bait yet. I think I'm gonna move down off to that side. I know the current flows that way, so it might be better to get my scent trail going the direction of the currents. And I haven't fished along around that ramp anyway, so we're gonna move down. All right, wind's against me on this side. I don't think it should affect too much. I just need to get my bait out there. Should be fine. Let that sink down. I don't think it's too deep. And then we can prop our rod up right here. Nice little rod holder. Line's tight enough. I don't care that much right now. Then we got this little area we can walk around, fish in, catch some more Mayans. Maybe we can see something new. We have us another spotted sunfish. Calm down, calm down, calm down. There you go. There you go, bud. There's something. Oh! Hey, I haven't seen one of you in a good while. It's always amazing to me that like bass are everywhere in Florida, and I rarely catch any of them. But hey, my second largemouth of this whole trip, and he's just as big as the last one. But hey, largemouth bass, definitely a species that was a potential for today, and now we've got it. Oh, that thing took a run. What do we got here? Certainly a feisty fish. Wow. Oh man, I think this is a really big Oscar. Let me get down here. Ugh. I can manage him a little better. Oh yeah, that is a big Oscar. Wow. Ugh. It's big enough I can get my grips in him. Look at that. Fish slime in my mouth. Ugh. Go. Very lightly colored too, kind of like an X on him, but plenty of red spots. Very interesting Oscar, and a pretty big one. I like this fish. Oh. Thank you. You are the catch of the day. Whoop. Oh, I think that was something new. I didn't get a good look at it. Dang it. There's definitely fish down under that little bridge ramp. Well, that was a bad cast, but hey, you never know. Whoop. Well, I'll be. You never know. It's another Oscar. Not nearly as big as that last one, but hey, he's definitely a manageable fish to hold on to. fish is fish. We will take these small ones as well. I like to be able to take the hooks out of them though without needing my pliers every single time. But you know, these had small little hooks on them, so it's hard to get a hold of them and really get to popping them out. Let's see if there's a third one hanging out over there after I untangle this. Well, there we go. That was a good cast. And I missed the bite. I hate when you make like the perfect cast and then you screw it up. That was a good skip though. It went way over there. There's a couple bites coming through. Little ones. Keep getting bites under there. Just can't get the hook in them. That wasn't it. Look, skipping is not precision art. Well, I mean, it is a precision art, but I'm not a precise person. Wonder if I'm just hitting a plant. Because, like, it's stopping, like, the things in its mouth. That's a fish. Little guy, but a fish. Another tiny Oscar. No, maybe I was wrong. Maybe Oscars are everywhere. It was hanging out over here against these walls. Another Mayan. Nope, Oscar. A lot of Oscars. Ow. Goes. Little rooster tails. Oh, something's on the big rod. Yes, still there. I don't think I've got it. Nope, didn't get it. Well, shit. Go figure, the second I walk away from it is when I get a good bite. Well, I'm gonna give it a little more time. I'm moving on. I think I got him that time. Yeah, got him that time. Ah, it came out. Damn it. That was only like 3 minutes after I said we'd wait. So we've still got time. I'm gonna redo my hook here. Top, threw a little bit of skin. There we go. Something down there likes this. Well, now that he's gotten a hook in him a bit, maybe scared off. Hey, who knows? Maybe there's more. All right, my curse for this spot continues. I'm gonna go just down the channel a little ways there. It kind of bends around, but there's actually another rest stop with like a bunch of docks. There's a legit rest stop with like bathrooms and a welcome center and all this stuff. And on either side of it, there's several boat launches and docks, and Very loud bird up there. Anyway, I'm gonna go to my favorite spot over there instead of trying to hit all of them because I'm getting a little short on time. All right, here we are. This is my favorite rest stop. It's sort of connected to the last one. If you just follow the exit ramp back going south on 75, it'll bring you around to the main rest stop, which is over that way, I think, with bathrooms and everything. And you just follow this around, so it's kind of all the same one, but it's also like the next one. It's odd, but this is my favorite spot. There's a lot of room to roam around. I'm probably gonna stay right around this dock because all the airboats are here. This is where they launch their tours from and all that stuff. But it's also where I catch the most big fish, and I'm lacking on big fish today. So I'm gonna use our last piece of Oscar here. I'm not too concerned with it because I know I can catch more bait around here. And we're gonna get that scale off of there. There we go. Toss this out and see what other kind of small fish we can catch here. Oh, way over that way. Airboats don't really come through that way too often, so I really only have to worry about regular folks and their boats coming around, which also isn't too often. We'll get this propped up, tightened up, and it's ready to go. Let's get my rooster tail, which is looking real beat up and bad, but should still get the job done. We're gonna throw it around once I get this sorted out. There we go. Better. Throw it around the lilies right here, near the dock, all that good stuff, see what we can find. Definitely still gonna be Oscars and Mayans here, but hopefully we'll see some other types of fish. There we go. Little tiny guy. Where are you? That's a spotted sunfish. You can go back in. I don't need him. There's little Mayan. Little tiny one. I like it when they're little like this. They're a cute little fish. Almost makes me feel bad to kill them sometimes. Almost. Well, I don't think I can catch them, but you can kind of see in the water here, this black thing, it's Plecostomus. Very invasive, and they eat algae. So really hard to catch without a freaking cast net or a bow and arrow. At least I didn't catch it, but we saw a different species. Well, I was going to reel this in because I hadn't had a bite in so long, and turns out there's something on there. So that's, get away from my line, bird. That's interesting. What could it be? I hope it's not a turtle. It's a bowfin. All right. Well, hell. You weren't moving or doing nothing? There was no indication that you were on my line. It's probably gut hooked too. It's a pretty good bowfin. Woo! Little jump. Come here, you. Oh. Yep. In the net. Ooh. That, big fish of the day. Ooh. This is why I like this spot. Being a little slow, but I got a good fish out of it. Calm down, calm down, calm down. You're already in the net. Yep, open your mouth. There we go. Oh yeah, that thing's gone. Can't even see the top of it. Sorry, buddy. Let's send as much as we can there. I'm gonna weigh this one. I haven't weighed a fish yet. Ugh. Next time, when you pick up someone's bait, you need to move around a little. Instead of just sitting there munching. That way we know you're there. Weigh my little string here. It's up to this guy. It should. Da-da-da. 6 pounds. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Let's let him go. Now I gotta go catch a new bait too, because I don't have any more. Oof, there it goes. Doesn't seem to be any more small fish. We're by my dock. Come over here, see if there's any by this one. Can't just see any, but there's all this vegetation over here. Who knows what's hanging out in it. Boink. Looks like a cormorant out there's got something. Not sure what. Pretty long fish. Well, that's not gonna help. There's a fish. Another Oscar. Honestly, I don't want to chop up another Oscar. They're slimy and thick and gross. I don't, ow. And he took my worm. Well, now I gotta walk back over there and get another worm. Plants. Another goddamn Oscar. Another Oscar. Don't want an Oscar. What are you going for?
Oh, I'm new to fishing.
Oh. Well, it looks like you're going for small fish. You got an awful lot of stuff on there for little fish.
That's too much.
This is all I've got. You've got a little bitty hook with a little piece of worm. You're probably going to catch like Oscars or Mayans or something, which don't need much. Feels like it's like a 20-pound line. I'm only using a 4-pound line. You don't need all this stuff. So if they can see all this, they're not very likely to bite. Well, I can't find any little fish to use for bait, which means I can't keep fishing here. Although a gator did pop up right over there. He snuck in pretty good. I guess that's kind of what they're supposed to do. So I need to move on where I can actually find little fish to use for bait. So I'm gonna go to a rest stop I have never been before, and right here is the last point when you're going southbound to be able to turn around and go back north. So I'm gonna turn around, head back north, and there's another rest stop a little ways up that I've never fished at before, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Hopefully I can find a bait there, and then we can find another fish to catch that's big to use with the, you get the idea. All right, here's our last stop. I was up at the rest stop that way, which is the big rest stop with, it's got the bathrooms, a bunch of different boat launches, the Alligator observation post. It's all around there. So now I'm heading back northbound, which is the west direction towards Naples. This is the Everglades and Francis Taylor Wildlife Management Area. I think that's just everything. It's not just this specific spot. But this is the first spot you come to, and we got this channel going this way. The water kind of comes around, and it's neat that you can actually get so close to it right here. You can kind of see where it marshes out a little better with lower lands. And we got a boat ramp here that's closed, so I just parked right up on it because if it's closed, boats aren't going to be coming over here. But the bank's a little steep over there, so I think I'm going to park out here on the dock with the cone, and we'll see what we can find. I gotta get my stuff, and then we need to catch a new bait. So we'll bust out the rooster tail, see if it'll do any good here, and if it doesn't, we'll get the worms, and we'll get fishing. All right, I'm gonna try the rooster tail just right here in this little shallow spot first. And it's here, no sense in not. There's probably some little fish hanging around. We got tons of grass everywhere. Yep, there we go. Immediately. Strong fish, so I'm gonna guess it's a big Oscar. Sure is. Not a fish I feel like killing. I don't want to deal with Oscars anymore. They're real slimy. They're tough. And there's got to be something else around here. Plus, I don't have enough time to use that entire fish. So I'm kind of looking for something smaller. I've only got about an hour until I have to leave. There we go. There's a small fish. Okay. What do we got here? Just a little bitty, ow. Bluegill? Some kind. Maybe. Looks a little odd, but he will do. Get our main pole. We'll go get set up over there. I forgot. I need to retie this thing. Well, you're gonna die anyway, little bluegill. Alright, got my fish head cut off. I can definitely see why this dock is closed. It's got missing boards. This wind is getting rough, blowing my chair around. We're gonna try to persevere here. We may have to give up and go over to that channel, but I'm gonna give this a try first, see how it goes. See if I can get my chair to stay standing without falling through the holes. There we go. Put you up here. Give this a cast. I really got to figure out why this reels like that. Like it wraps the line up funky on itself. Alright, that seems like it's down. Put that like that. Then the bag on top. Sure. See if that works. See if I can remember not to fall in. I'm gonna kind of throw around right here around the weeds in this little channel. See what we can find. There's a fish. Another Oscar. So many Oscars. Ooh, this is a pretty one. Look at all the red on him. What the hell is that sound? There we go. Mayan. I haven't seen one of you in a little bit. You got that down there, huh? Spiky little fish. There's something. good mine. Wonderful little fish to catch. Fun little fight on light gear. Hell, you could probably get a fun fight on medium gear with some of these guys. Goodbye. There we go. Ooh, you. No! That was a big bluegill. I wanted to show him off. I wanted to picture that chonker thing. Damn. There we go. Wow. There we go. There's another one. Big, fat bluegill. You deserve a picture. I believe this is a copper-nosed bluegill, because they typically have this stripe right here and this coppery pattern going around them like that. Ow! They're spiky. I've been stabbed by so many fish today. I guess I deserve it, because I have stabbed a ton of fish in the face today. But it still sucks. A little bird. There we go. That one's... This is a strong fish. Oscar, that makes sense. Not even a huge one, but put up a hell of a fight. There's another one. Another strong one, probably another Oscar. He put up a hell of a fight. Oh yeah. Ooh. Another pretty one. Nice colors, all the red. I like it. Tons of fish over there at the other dock. Oh, it's another big bluegill. Look at this thing. Oh man, I like these. Big dinner plate sized bluegills. Let's get you out of there. I think something's got my fish head. At least chewing on it a little bit. Hard to tell with the wind, but put this back here. The line is not being blown towards me, which means something's got it out there. I think it dipped down a little bit. Again, hard to tell with the wind. Definitely some tension there. Oh yeah. That's something. Oh, it's heavy. But it's not fighting at all. Which makes me feel like it might be a turtle. I really hope it's not a turtle. Because turtles out here get real big and are real jerks. It is a turtle. Oh yeah. Now he's going. I don't know if I can get a hook out of a soft shell. They've got crazy long necks. Yeah, see how long that neck is? Oh, well, he just broke it. Well, it's getting late anyway. Time's 5:30? Yeah.